So you're thinking about putting together a group of friends and traveling to Central America. I have some really wonderful ideas for you in Guatemala and Belize, a completely private tour just for you and your tribe. I'm Carolina Gilcapi, owner of Sade Adventures, and we specialize in Latin America. Let me take the next 8 minutes of your time and go through this itinerary and show you what we can do for you and your group. Sharing my screen now, and you can see this itinerary. As you see, it is a private tour for 6 people. It could be more, it could be less. It is your trip, so just let me know what it is that you're planning, and you can choose any dates of the year to plan this trip. Of course, there's peak seasons and rainy seasons, so chat with me about what works and what doesn't, and then we will make sure that the itinerary is planned around your dates. So let's start in Guatemala and end in Belize. That way you're ending on the beach. Once you arrive to Guatemala City, we'll pick you up, big sign, State Adventures with your name on it, and we drive you to the town of Antigua where we will stay for a few nights. Antigua is a really, really special place, very colorful, well-preserved colonial town, all cobblestone, and it's surrounded by volcanoes. So it's a really beautiful for sunrises and sunsets. And you'll stay at the Camino Real, great colonial hotel as well. You wake up here and you feel like you are in Guatemala. You definitely have the views of the volcanoes, and a good gist and location to explore this beautiful town. So the next day, we're going to share Antigua with you with a private guide. You're going to see all the highlights of the city. As you see, it's so beautiful. And we'll have local lunches. We'll have some beautiful culinary experiences for you. If you see under each day, there's a BLD. That stands for the meals that I've already included. So during your tour, you'll have the lunch, you'll have a candy workshop where you'll get to work with a little lady that works in a little candy shop. And she has a kitchen that's open for people to come in and learn how to make traditional ancient Mayan recipes. They work with sugar quite a lot. So it's a really fun experience. The next day, we're going to get active. You see all those volcanoes around Antigua? We're going to climb one. The name of this volcano is called Pacaya. It's an active crater, and sometimes there's lava flowing just like this. We will bring marshmallows, we'll roast them over the lava, but the hike itself is quite strenuous and adventurous. We have horses that we can ride up to help you along the way, and of course, fully guided. So we go at your pace and stop where you need to, but it is so worth the climb for sure. After the climb, well-deserved hot springs, which is an eco lodge nearby, so you can relax, lay out in natural springs, and have a restful afternoon after your climb. And then we leave Antigua and we go to a magical place in Guatemala called Atitlan. This is the largest lake, the most famous lake, a very sacred place. It's massive. You get around by boat. All the hotels are kind of scattered throughout the coast of the lake. And there are villages throughout, different tribes, different indigenous communities. So the reason we go here is for the magic of the lake itself, but to visit some of these communities, learn about the people of Guatemala, and of course, stay active. So we're going to hike, we're going to zip line, we're going to kayak, we're going to visit the indigenous communities. We'll have beautiful lunches throughout, and really get to learn about Atitlan and everything it has to offer. It's such a really special place, not just for visitors, but for the people who live here. After Atitlan, our last stop in Guatemala is Tikal. Tikal are the largest Mayan ruins that have been fully uncovered, or at least the most uncovered ruins. So they are quite stunning to see visually. I have been through Mayan ruins in all the countries in Central America, and Tikal always takes my breath away, especially at sunrise or at sunset. I have to send you, oh, here is one at sunrise. It is really beautiful. The setting itself is a jungle. There are lakes. There are lots of wildlife here, monkeys, and the citadel is huge. So you actually would need like a full day to really explore the ruins. And we will take it easy and we will break up the tours. We will stay in the jungle and Villa Maya. and you will get to learn all about this wonderful site. Again, a very sacred site to the Guatemalan people. It is a short flight to get there. Everything is arranged for you, the transportation, the flights, and of course into the drive. It's into the airport itself. And now, after the Mayan ruins, which are right on the border of Belize, we have an option to drive to the airport or, and fly to Guatemala City and fly home, just kind of a little bit of backtracking. Or we can continue across the border and go into Belize, which is what I've included for you. So on day 8, we're going to drive from Tikal across the border to San Ignacio, Belize, which is kind of like the jungle setting on the Belizean side. And here it is home to the Zunantanich ruins, which are really famous on the Belizean side on a much smaller scale. The reason I like to combine them with Tikal is because there is beautiful original paintings still found on Zunantanich. So it's really nice combination to combine with Tikal, which is so massive, and Zunantanich, which is very special and small. You get there by a little boat, so it's a unique experience. You spend a night in the Black Rock Lodge in the jungle here before we continue to our beach ending, which is on Ambergris Caye, which is a famous, famous place. It is home to the largest reef on this part of the world. The number 1 reef is in Australia. This is number 2, but in reality, this one is way more healthy, way more alive. So although it is smaller than the one in Australia, it is thriving, and to me, the number 1 place to go snorkeling in the world. So to get there, we will start with a little bit of cave tubing adventure, which is really famous in Belize. There's lots of caves, lots of rivers. You're always on some hike that includes one or the other, and we're going to enjoy this cave tubing experience, have lunch, and then go to to fly to the islands, which is again a 15-minute flight. It's a small plane. It works like a taxi or like a bus. You will see people take them commuting to work from the mainland. En route to the airport is the Baboon Sanctuary, which we sponsor, which we love when guests stop there to check out the howler monkeys, and Belizean people call them baboons. That's why the sanctuary is called that way. And then we end at the Sunbreeze Hotel on the beach, in the village of San Pedro on Ambergris Caye, and we spend some time here to relax, unwind, snorkel, go to the shark reef, where you will snorkel with not only turtles and fish, but also reef sharks. Hundreds of them can be found here. We will also take you to an uninhabited island to go have a picnic lunch on the beach. We will go sailing to really get a gist of what it's like to live here on the Belizean islands of Ambergris Caye. And then at the end, day 12, we fly you back on that small plane back to Belize City, and you can fly home from there. So a really full experience between Guatemala, which is all about ruins, culture, color, and Belize, which is all about jungles and the reef. And you will get plenty of activity here. There's so much to see and do: hiking, ruins, cave tubing, zip lining, kayaking. So let me know what works, what doesn't. Is the trip too busy? Do you want to slow down the pace? Do you want to have some more free time? Do you want to do more culinary? Do you want to do more culture? Do you want to split and just do Guatemala and consider Belize a separate trip? I'm here to help, just to kind of give you an idea of what works. But from now, we can take it, the ball is in your hands, and we can tweak it until it fits your needs and, of course, your dates. I look forward to your notes. Thank you so much for listening, and happy travels.